After what seems like 2 weeks of rain, we finally had a nice, clear, sunny day. And so we're going to take advantage of that. And I'm cutting hay. This is the first hay we've cut this year. This field is a mixture of alfalfa and orchard grass. And instead of baling it into square bales or round bales, we're going to make silage out of it. So making silage is, it must be old school, I don't know, not a lot of people do it anymore. There's all kinds of silos around the countryside, but nobody, doesn't seem like anybody uses them anymore, but we do. So I'm mowing this today, and then tomorrow we'll bring over a machine that'll chop it. It'll blow it into a wagon, we'll haul that down the silo, and then we got another machine that blows it from the wagon up to the silo. And once you get it in the silo and pack it down, there's all kinds of chemical reactions that take place between the sugars and the acids. I don't really understand it all completely, but basically it ferments, and then we'll use that to feed our cattle next winter. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to my lead cameraman, which is my son Luke. All of the drone footage that you guys have seen in the last couple of videos, that's all him. Alright guys, so it's the next day. We're back in the field where I was mowing the hay yesterday. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we're just now getting started. We wanted to give the hay a little bit of chance to dry down. So it's Memorial Day. Hopefully you guys had a chance to relax, eat some good food, and drink some cold beer. But we should have the whole crew here today. My Uncle Speed will be in the chopper, and then Dad and Van will be hauling the loads of silage from the field down to the silo where I'll be most of the day. I just climbed up to the top. You can see she's pretty empty, but I need to come up here, and this thing's got an adjustable spout, so I can kind of aim it either farther out or closer in, and then side to side. So I wanted to make sure that was good to go before we started anything. So about 2 hours ago, I was just thinking how smooth the day was going. We had some minor breakdowns, but nothing major, until about an hour and a half ago. I'm sitting in the McCormick, which was the tractor that you saw hooked up to the chopper. The PTO shaft came out. This is supposed to go in the back of the tractor. It's what turns everything back there, and it came out for whatever reason. I don't know why. I've never had one just come out. I broke a couple, but this thing just pulled out of the tractor and got boogered up, and we couldn't get it back in. So we had to switch tractors, and we're just going to use this tractor to haul back and forth for now. So one of the first things we got to do when we show up to fly at the squadron is review paperwork. There's probably a good 40 pieces of paper that we're supposed to look at and review. It'll have things like the weather, our flight plan, schedule, how much fuel we got, and the training that guys need to accomplish for the day. All right, guys, the plan for today. This will be attempt number 2 to get a broke airplane from Rickenbacker over to our maintenance depot, which is at Tinker Air Force Base, which is just outside of Oklahoma City. The reason why this jet is broke is the cargo door. It does shut, but it doesn't shut properly. So some pretty extensive maintenance has to be done on it, which we can't do here. So we're taking it over to Oklahoma City to be completed. Flight plan. We're planning to cruise at 26,000 feet. We do have to fly slower than normal just due to the sketchy cargo door. As far as the routing, we'll take off out of Columbus, head down to the south, and then make a right turn, overfly Lexington, Kentucky, down to Nashville, Tennessee, continue west over Arkansas, over to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then down to Tinker Air Force Base. There is a little bit of weather that we may have to contend with, but I'm not too worried about it. This big system down over Dallas, Texas right now, it's pretty much moving directly to the east. So our flight plan should keep us clear of it, but we may have to deviate to the north to stay well clear. I think the total flight duration is about 2 hours and 15 minutes. So this is the cargo door. Just with the naked eye, looks like it's good to me. Should be alright.
4243 on Rick Common, you guys up?
43's up on Rick Common.
We are up, can you hear us? We got you loud and clear. Hey, waiting on the fat boy to get in the seat to get strapped in, and then we'll be done. Roger that. Yeah, and we had you in the loud and clear. We're in the green over here. Roger, we see y'all. Thanks.
Eddie 43, heavy, runway 23 left, wind 300 at 10, clear for takeoff, cross runway turbulence, heavy KC 135 departed.
Commentary. We're about an hour into the flight now. We've reached our cruising altitude of 24,000 feet. We had to climb through a little bit of weather there on departure, but as of right now, we're pretty much in the clear. I think I told you guys at the beginning it was a 2.5 hour flight. Looks like it's going to be closer to a 3 hour flight because we got to fly slower. Right now we're only doing 330 knots over the ground, so a little bit longer than expected, but on a day like today it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. We got so today I'm just basically talking on the radio and running checklists. We got our other pilot over here, call sign Mega. He's doing all the flying today. And then our boom operator, I don't know where he went. His call sign is, I think he said Baby Bull because he used to break stuff all the time when he was younger, but we'll try to get him on here later in the flight. Let's see what else. As far as position, well, it looks like we're about maybe 50 miles east of Louisville. So that is the current situation. We'll check back in on our descent down in the city.
36 there. Kiwi 027, center rider.
told you we was bringing our jet to the tanker because I could do some major maintenance. So here's an example of what I was talking about. I don't know which base this tail belongs to, but as you can see, she's stripped down. The nose cone's gone, the tail's gone, paint stripped, no engines. I'm not sure how often they go through this process. I'm sure it's on a 2, 3, 4, 5 year basis, I don't know. But today we were dropping off a jet, but I've came here several times to pick up a jet. And when you know that they go through this much maintenance, you just kind of hope that the guys working here put everything back together again right. They tell me they fly them, they put everything back together here, and then they'll fly them at least one time before they'll release them back to the squadrons. But looking at it the way it is now, it is kind of freaky, I guess. Okay guys, that should just about wrap up this video. We managed to get the jet to Oklahoma, and thankfully the cargo door stayed shut. We had another crew bring another jet over to pick us up, give us a ride home. That flight was about 2 hours, which I wanted to get some footage of, but ended up falling asleep in the back. So if you would, please do me a couple favors. Favor number one, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up deal. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. This should be the 3rd video, so if you haven't seen the other 2 videos, go check them out. Favor number 2, the biggest thing I'm after right now is feedback, both positive and negative. Maybe you want to see more of the aviation content, or maybe you want to see more of the farming stuff. Let me know. Maybe you think all of my content is absolutely terrible and that I need to retire from YouTube immediately. Go ahead and let me know that too. Also, I'm not going to try to pose as a military recruiter, but if you're interested or know anybody that's interested in the military life or being a military pilot, how the active duty Air Force works, or how the Air National Guard works, let me know. I'll try to leave my email down in the description. Leave me a comment or send me an email, and I will get in contact with you and give you my take on things, the good, the bad. There's pros and cons to each. Otherwise, thanks again for watching. Until next time, American.